Ancient Battlefield, free to play team, full auto mode, easy. Hello guys, WilsonBox here, and this time to farm Ancient Battlefield Stage 9. So these are my lineups. I'm gonna give you a look of them. At the moment I found 4 lineups that work with this boss. So the first two already showed. I showed this one on a video before, but it's not free to play because I'm using Suta. And this one as well, I'm using Suta. I told you guys that you can swap these two or these two, but I really want to give you a free to play team that you can use to farm this without any legendary, because I know not everyone has been able to farm so much to have like the best gear or the best heroes. So let's have a look. I have these two teams, so basically I'm just swapping one of the heroes, but the two really important heroes for these are really Frubart and Foresh. I mean, there are other heroes, other camps you can use, but Foresh and Frubart really work well here. So before everything, let's have a look. Firstly, I'm using these positions on the video before, so basically Frubart will walk here and is going to heal everyone around him. So everyone will get the heal from him, and then I have Xandra that is gonna help him with the healing, because this boss does a lot of damage, and if you don't have like the best gear, will be very hard. And the reason I have these two here, like Xandra here and not here, it's because this boss has a skill. Is this skill? Let's have a look at this boss skills. So the first one, it's really important that you block his buffs, because if you block his buffs, he's going to get that backfire that we want. Let's have a look here, it's easier. So he's gonna use this skill. It's gonna stun one of the characters or not. Also important, remember that you can't use any hero with buffs, because if you check these both skills, when he's on sword form, he deals necrotic damage to all enemies and dispels all their buffs. Everything okay until here? Each dispelled buff grants 1 stack of total damage bonus permanently. So we don't want any buff, because if this boss dispelled these buffs, he's gonna get a stack of total damage, and this damage is gonna be increased by 3%. So if you are not doing this boss fast enough, like really fast, you should take heroes without buffs, because it's more safe and you're not gonna take so much damage, so it's easier to deal with that. So that's the strategy I told you before. So our aim is to have some resistance to prevent that. I'm gonna show you what I did with Xandra. So Xandra is the one who's taking the stun and is going to resist it. So that way he's gonna get this backfire, and this backfire, what it does is it's gonna reduce the damage dealt by 20% and increase damage taken by 20%, which is really good. Then we have this skill, basically is gonna get like 40% attack up, and we want to dispel that attack up. We also want to dispel the defense up, but the attack up is really important. Then we gave this skill again. Again, we need Xandra with a big resist, or another healer, it really depends. But I'm using the Xandra, she's really good. It's a really good healer to use here. So backfire again, and then he's going to get the attack up again after this skill, but it's not so dangerous, because on this one it will be on sword form, so we don't want the attack up, because it's gonna damage all the enemies and dispel all their debuffs, and then he's gonna switch to the shield form on this stage, and on the shield form is not so much dangerous, because on shield form he's gonna do this necrotic damage to the farthest enemy, so that's fine. If he has the sword form on this stage, he's going to do necrotic damage to enemy with the highest attack, but will be just one, and that's fine. So let's have a look at the times. So I set some of the times, all of them have a reason for that. So Xandra, I don't have a time here, but she should have a time. So the first one, what's happening here? The first one I am to 18.5. So my aim here is to heal my team after this skill, because it's the one that does more damage. Then Exandra, let's go first to Frubart, then Frubart. I have 20 seconds because my aim is when Sigrid can't use the attack penalty anymore in this phase takes 9 seconds, so it's really fast. So a complete turn of him, it's 18 seconds, so it's really fast to attack. Sigrid is going to be attacking on this spot, but since she's taking 19, almost 20 seconds to attack, it's going to be later and later till she starts inflicting the attack penalty here. So that's why I have these 20 seconds here, because Frubart is gonna start inflicting the attack penalty on this phase, and when Sigrid switch to this phase, Frubart will start inflicting the attack penalty here, and this way I'm going to have the attack penalty on him all the time. That's what we want, because this boss does like a big damage, and we don't want this skill without the attack penalty, because it does a really big damage. Then I'm using Irina here as well, because my Voresh, he takes 19 seconds to use the ultimate, so it means he's a bit slower than the boss. So my aim here is 18 seconds, so it's a full turn on him. So it means he's gonna start doing the buff prohibition here on the beginning, but it's gonna be later and later and later, and if you don't have enough damage, you're gonna take some time to do this. For what I've been seeing, if you reach the 3 seconds, Voresh will start doing the buff prohibition after this skill, and it's on this skill that he's gonna get an attack up. Of course, Voresh, you can use the battle skill to dispel the debuff, but it's not 100% chance. I'm gonna show you after this. So for that reason I have Irina with 16 seconds delay, and what is going to happen is that Irina is gonna start using the ultimate skill on here, and when Voresh reach this point, when it does not inflict buff prohibition anymore, Irina is gonna dispel the attack up from here until you kill the boss. So it looks a bit complicated, it is. It took me some times to reach these times and get like the perfect time for everything, but yeah, that's it. Then I have this alternative, since this skill has a 50% chance or 60, so as you can see it's 60, and I also have these to increase a little bit more the infliction of debuffs with the battle skill. Since this skill is not 100% chance, it means Voresh is not going to dispel the attack up, so it's important that we have this shield, because with this shield we get more survivability, and that's what we want if we don't have a good gear on our team. So this way our travel will help us to survive on this stage. It takes a bit of time because we don't have much damage, our main damage dealer is Sigrid, but yeah, it's not so much complicated that the other lineup I showed you, but works the same thing, it's the same way. We just have the Traveler to give us a more bit of survivability with the shield, and that's it. You can use both. The times are these ones, and let's just have a final look to the gear. So basically I have a good gear, try to have like a good amount of defense and HP, because this was hurt, and if the guy you are using on this spot it's a melee, you don't need to use him here, you can let him here, because this way he's gonna walk around and also get a heal from Frubart and Exandra. But if it's a ranged one, you need to swap with Exandra, because the farthest enemy will be this one on the corner, will not be this one, so he's going to stun this character here. So I've... oh, so, and the other thing, we need more than 300 resistance, because if you check here, you need resistance needs to be 80 points higher than the enemy's accuracy, and this enemy has let's have a look, 220. So it means you need to have at least 300 or a bit more to resist every time to his stun. Next, Exandra, you need the accuracy if you want to inflict the attack penalty. It's fine, you don't really need the attack penalty, you just need the dispel. We just need this, dispelling this buff, but yeah, we also need accuracy for that. Then we have Forest, we also need 220. I'm using this artifact to increase my chance to dispel the buff from the boss. And then I have this gear set just to give me extra attack on my team. Then I have Frubart. We also need the accuracy, 220, to inflict the attack penalty. And then Exandra, also 220 accuracy to inflict this. And yeah, we need a little bit of good gear. You'll see I have legendaries here as well, yeah, on all of them, because this boss, he eats hard. And I don't have the infinity for poison fire. I have for storm, tempest, radiance. That's why the video I did before was with the tempest, radiance, infinity. But let's go, guys, let's go with the free-to-play team. Also, don't forget, I'm using the defense aura because we really need this defense. Let's go. So, Exandra resisted the stun, he's got the buff. Boresh cast the ultimate on the beginning, and this buff privation will last enough time to block his buffs here on this moment. And Sigrid will be applying the attack penalty in this phase. So, and Exandra will be healing on this point. And this is gonna take a little bit. I did this like 2 minutes. I reached the 2-minute marker. But the important thing is that you can do it. So, as you can see, the backfire is always up. Sigrid did the attack penalty on the hand, so will be on this time that Frubart will cast the attack penalty here. And this is exactly 10 seconds until there. So the attack penalty will last exactly there. And now Exandra is attacking here and inflicting the attack penalty on this phase. And then Frubart will be applying the attack penalty on this phase. Boresh is also applying his ultimate later and later. And as you can see, Exandra is not being stunned anytime, always resisting it. There you go, as you can see, resist. So Boresh passing again for prohibition. And I think next ultimate from Boresh will be the last one on this phase. Okay, there you go. Last one from Boresh here. From now, Boresh will not be blocking any buffs now, because he's casting his ultimate after. But we have Irina casting his ultimate now and dispelling the attack buff. As you can see, my team is taking loads of damage, but Exandra and Frubart are healing as hell as well. And I think we're gonna kill it now. So guys, as you can see, yeah, my Sigrid was doing most of the damage. She did like almost 2 million. She did 50% of the damage. Irina did 22, and that was it. There was a lot of healing from Frubart and Exandra. Boresh did a little bit of heal as well. And basically this is the lineup that you can use as well. Don't remember, oh, I don't want to do this. Remember, you can use the Traveler as well for the shield, and will survive a bit more. If not, use Irina with this strategy. I'm gonna look at the times again, because this is the complicated part. We need these timings to everything works perfect, otherwise will be very hard. And there you go, you have a lineup to do the farming for the quest that is going on now, where you need to do this boss, and this way you can do the stage 9 auto mode, and you don't need to worry about that. Just use those tickets, press the auto button, and just let it go. Alright guys, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to press that like button if you like my content, subscribe if you want to follow my content, and see you next time guys.